you've got another, and I think this is from earlier today. This is hot off the internet presses. It's called California, quote, lettuce picker lottery. Illegal alien strikes 6.7 million gold in woke courtroom. Is this the lady who was working for the animal shelter and somehow
That's right. This is Frank Parlato's story.
Frank Parlato broke this story. I don't know why other media haven't picked up on this, because if you want to talk about like illegal aliens taking advantage of the system, it doesn't get any worse than this. This lady was a bad employee. They fired her, and somehow, even though she's also illegal, she sued and won 6.7 million.
She was notoriously bad. When she was supposed to be watching the animals, she was in the trailer banging her boyfriend. She was stealing. She was stealing supplies, dog food,
and apparently they can't fire you for that.
Selling it to the Mexican mob type syndicate, right? This woman is terrible. Now, the fact of the matter is, she is not just somebody who came here illegally and has remained here illegally, but she's engaged in criminal activity the entire way. And this is old judge right here, the Los Angeles judge Kristen Escalante, just didn't allow any of these things to be said.
That's right. You couldn't say that she was banging her boyfriend. You couldn't say she was sending all this stuff to the Mexican cartels, and you couldn't say she was here illegally. So it made it look like they fired her for no reason.
She was a pregnant victim.
You couldn't say it.
Was a pregnant victim, but they couldn't produce. Wait, she's 45. She couldn't produce the kid that she was pregnant with because they believe it might have been a daughter or a niece's kid. It wasn't even her own kid, so the pregnancy may have been staged for more sympathy. It's out of control. And this guy, Leo Grillo, he's been there for years, for decades at the Delta Rescue, taking care of dogs and cats and horses and other animals, right? And now the fact that it was a non-for-profit, and the fact of all the good that he did not reach the jury. And they issue a $6.7 million judgment, verdict against him. It's out of control.
This is similar to the Rucky case, and this is how judges control the courtroom. And this is why, a jury found him guilty. So what she did, this judge, is she made sure that the jury would only hear evidence that would make them want to find in favor of the plaintiff. And that's what happened in the Rucky case. That was a criminal case where the two girls ran, the mother hid them, and she was going to argue it's because the dad got custody. And all of the evidence of dad's abuse, from police reports to protective orders, videos, witness statements, the judge disallowed it, so she could suggest that he was abusive without presenting any evidence of abuse. And that's how these judges control the court.
This is worse than Rucky, because this Escalante judge, this woman who came in, when she first came in, before she got the job with the animals, she was a lettuce picker. That's what she did. She picked lettuce. And then she came and got this job at $15 an hour to go and work for the animals. And he called her a lettuce picker, which is true. And the judge let that in, him calling her a lettuce picker, but did not let in the context that she actually was truthfully a lettuce picker before that. Her job was a lettuce picker. It made it look like a racial slur.
The judge did everything she could to bias the jury so they would come back with a guilty verdict, or whatever it's called.
The funny part of that article is that I think that Lex Luthor's plan from 1978, where we knocked California into the ocean, it's becoming more and more plausible as the decades pass. It might have to be revisited by Doge.
It might.